Okay, this is our yesterday's code, right? This is our yesterday's code. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so I would like to start the server. To start our server, okay, to start our application I need to use the command called ngserv. uh, See here, generally where we are going to run the command, I have to go to the exact folder where our code is available. Where is that code? Maybe like so Angular, here in the Angular, this is the folder. Here in the sample file, if I go to here cmd and enter, the window is going to get open. Command prompt is going to get open. Here I can say ngserv, right? This is a one way. Okay, you can open the command prompt and you can run the command ngserv. Instead, what I can do is, I'm not doing ngserv here, remember that. See, I'm not doing here. Okay, within the editor you can click on this symbol. Okay, the triangle symbol is there, right? If you click on the triangle symbol, okay, this is going to get open. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so when I click on this triangle, see here guys, I clicked, and then let me click on once again. This is going to get opened. This is going to get opened. Here you can go to the terminal. Okay, so see here guys, when you open the terminal, okay, this has opened like this, so that it is going to work like a, this is going to work like a command prompt itself. You don't need a command prompt, extra command prompt. You can have command prompt within your editor. Okay, how to go there? By clicking on this. Okay, by clicking on this particular triangle and then click on terminal. You can open multiple terminals also by clicking on these plus symbols. Okay, see here guys, see when I clicked on this 3 PowerShells, actually I have created a, I clicked, you know, this plus multiple times, I got 3 PowerShells. If you want to click another one, yeah, 4 PowerShells are there. Okay, so you can say kill terminal, right click on that, kill terminal. I want, okay, let me right click on this, kill terminal. Yeah, let me kill all the terminals. Kill terminal. I have no terminals. Okay, let me click on this, right, let me click on this triangle. I can come here and then click on this terminal. No terminals are there here. That's why it is going to create one terminal for you when you click on terminal. So if you click on here, you can see only one terminal. So why we need multiple terminals means one terminal, in one terminal you can say ngserv. So this is going to work. Okay, you can create one another terminal. Here in this terminal, what you can do is, you can create a ng generate component, and then this kind of components can be, this kind of commands can be executed parallelly. Okay, so you can open multiple terminals. Generally we'll be having 2 terminals. Okay, so 2 terminals are sufficient. If you open multiple terminals, the editor is going to become slow. That's why so don't open not more than 2. If it is definitely required, create third one also. Okay, let us go to the node 1. So the server is successfully running, and you can go to here and say this one, yesterday's code. This is the yesterday's code. Okay, so right, still the red symbol is displaying. Let me remove that part. Sorry for this guys, I have created some kind of classes. I'll show you how to create circles. I'm just trying to create such kind of. Okay, you can close this. You can close this, no problem. If you close the, if you close this window, no problem. Okay, so if you close this window, terminal is not going to be get closed. Okay, see here guys, I clicked on this, right? Again, if you want to go to terminal, what you can do, you can click on this triangle and then you can go to the terminal. Still it is running, you don't need to worry about it. For you know, readable sake, for working sake, if you keep this kind of window, it is not okay easy to work here. That's why I just want to close this. Yeah, close it. Okay, something remove this. Yeah, so this is the table that I have, the only table we have, right? Okay, so today I would like to display, I would like to show you few concepts. Okay, of course, this is also related to yesterday's concepts only. So before going to apply new concepts to our tables, I would like to tell you the concepts of new things. What are the new concepts that I would like to tell you? So we have ng style, ng class, and ng for. Of course, we have knowledge of ng for to iterate the data. So this ng for contains local variables. Okay, this contains extra local variables like index, even, odd, starting, ending. These kind of variables are there. You can use them. You can use them. And then I would like to show you something like you know. Okay, I will make it in the last priority. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, so we are going to learn this conditional operator, and then we are going to work with the Elvis operator and Angular. And then, so yeah, of course, we came to know we are going to work with the different types of ng styles. Okay, these are the different. Okay, sorry. These are the ng styles, different ways to apply ng styles and all. So what is a real ng style, meaning of ng style and all? The same way ng classes, these are the different approaches. This is for documentation purpose. I just made it ready. It will be helpful for you. Okay, so for reference purpose. Okay, when you are doing your code, I'm going to share these things into documentation. Okay, even this also I'm going to show you what is a question mark operator, and this can be called as Elvis operator. This is also called some different name, so I'll tell you this one. And coming to, so here, okay, these are the ng style examples and yeah. So right now the exercises today I'm going to take a list. Yeah, this is for exercises. Okay, using list, how to create different types of list by using array of JSONs. Okay, this is the second type of list. Okay, so this is a sample code for you. You can use, yeah, this code is from okay, some website. Okay, this is where have used like a bootstrap CSS to create list and all. You can use any styles, any containers, any kind of elements, any kind of CSS classes from the bootstrap, and then we can start using it, guys. Okay, we can apply Angular concepts into bootstraps, because finally at the end, when you get job, or when we are doing any project, these things you are going to do these kind of things only, like creating a kind of tables, creating kind of okay, cards, creating kind of panels, okay, left menus. Okay, so that we need to apply our Angular on this kind of elements. Okay, so this is also going to be the drop down when you are creating drop down. So if you observe carefully, so this is also okay, one of the example, one of the exercise for today. We'll be doing it, guys. We have many more examples we are going to work. So every day, whatever concept I'm going to tell you, the concept is going to be applied to one of the okay real example. Okay, so that you people can understand the concept is applying in which scenarios where we can use a particular given scenario. So that's why, okay, let us start with the okay ng style. Okay, what is meant by style? Okay, just style, that okay, if you go to anything, I want to apply style for a TR. Style means class is a group of styles, right? Class. any class. This is a, class is a group of styles. Okay, style 1, style 2, style 3. You can apply multiple styles. You can apply all these styles into a class. You can apply this class to, okay, your HTML element. But sometimes what you can do is you can directly use these styles to, okay, your elements, your HTML elements. If you want to apply directly styles like border, okay, so and then color, background color, okay, whatever colors that you want, whatever background, oh sorry, whatever styles you want to apply directly, you can use these kind of styles directly, or you can combine all the class group of classes, so group of styles, can make it a class, and then you can use the class here. But now let us come to the concept of ng style, how it is going to work. So just for reference, just let me show you guys, this is an example for styles. See here guys, this is going to be how we can apply ng style in angular way. If you want to apply normal approach, what you are going to do is, any element you are going to apply style, okay, style, and then you can provide the style names. Okay, so this is a normal approach. Okay, but now in angular approach, where you can apply dynamic things, ng style. See here guys, what is this? Ng style equal to, okay, these are the styles we need to apply. Okay, all right, so coming to here, okay, first style, let us apply ng style. So of course first I'm going to show you normally how these are the things, how these things are uh, used in our coding, and then I'm going to use all these things into our elements, okay, HTML elements. We can go there and then you can apply those elements. Whenever you see ng style, okay, see here guys, whenever you see ng style, okay, let me apply some style for this thing guys. So for this here, no styles applied, I just remove everything. Okay, only this table having these kind of styles, this kind of classes. Okay, now I want to apply, okay, you can apply class or you can apply styles, but I just want to show you now style, how to apply style. So let me take ng style, sorry, ng style. Okay, what kind of style you want to apply? All right, so you can whatever if you want to apply style, okay, what kind of style you want to apply? Color. Okay, let us provide color. So this is a, you can provide some JSON data. Here you can provide some, okay, key, and then for the key color, what kind of color you want to apply, you can provide red. So color represents what? Color means text, not background color. Okay, so just we have applied one style. This is one key as a style. So and red. Okay, let us go to here. The text got became in red. So see here guys, the color became red. And then what I want to do is, okay, for the same TR, what I would like to do is, I would like to apply some style directly. I would like to go in BG color, okay, BG color colon, so and then BG color maybe like green. Okay, just I want to apply like this. See here guys, okay, sorry, BG hyphen color. Okay, this is also not available. Background color maybe like I need to remember the class names, I mean style names. Background color, otherwise you can, if you don't remember that, what you can do, you can go to CSS, and if you try to type okay, see here, background color, yes, background color. So this is a style name. Okay, I don't want this actually, just for okay, getting that information I came to here. Okay, I keep telling you I'm not expert of CSS guys. Okay, but I remember only few things. Okay, now I have provided the style name. Okay, so this is the background. Of course, This is not looking good. This is odd colors I have used. Okay, you can use color combination to make it your UI. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, no problem. Okay, so maybe like light colors you can use, whatever colors you can use. This is the example how to use styles. Okay, normally, generally in our project we are not going to use directly styles. Okay, of course somewhere. Okay, so we can use styles also, but yeah, this is to demonstrate how to apply styles. Okay, directly. Okay, styles, I'm not applying the classes, I'm not creating classes in the CSS. Okay, I'm not applying classes in the CSS files and all. I just directly trying to apply styles to the elements. Here which element, for tr element I'm trying to apply. So this is the example way how to apply the style. Okay, coming to here again. So now what I want to do is, okay, ng style color, right? Okay, so let me see here guys. Now multiple colors like margin 18, padding, I have provided background color, right? The same way you can apply margin and padding, whatever you want you can apply. Let me copy this margin and padding, margin and padding. Okay, here itself comma. Okay, so 4 styles I have applied, combination of 4 styles I have applied for this tr. Okay, let us see how it is going to become. So something happened. Okay, margin and okay, some 8 pixel, and then so padding is going to be something 8 pixel. Okay, these are the things, these are the styles you can see. You can apply whatever styles you want, you can apply those things guys. Okay, so now ng style color equal to, yeah. So here I would like to tell you something. What we are doing is ng style, we are applying color and then we are applying red, right? Okay, for just for simple understanding, what I want to do is I would like to remove everything, or let me comment this code just for future reference. Future reference, I would like to copy this just for your sake when you are referring your code. If you want to check this, of course I'm going to give you the documentation, not a problem. Okay, but now what I will do is I want to remove all the, I want to remove all the CS, all the styles. I would like to provide only one, just to tell one information guys. Okay, somebody pinged me. Okay, how to add style to headers? Yeah, go to header and then apply it. Okay, go to apply header, not a problem. Yeah, so go to header. So whatever style we have. Okay, let me remove this one now. What is header? Yeah, go to the header, you can apply style for color red. Okay, I have removed style here, I have applied for header, that's it. Okay, wherever you want, for which elements you want to, okay, so have some styles, go to that particular element and apply the styles over there directly. Okay, now come back to here, see here guys, so the color got applied to header. Okay, so you can apply that wherever you want, you can apply it, not a problem. So now so the thing is, okay, so here this is the text, remember that this is the text. Instead of providing text, what you can do is you can provide the property. That is what I want to tell you guys. Okay, so as this we are applying text, that's why we are providing single quotes. Okay, single quotes here. Okay, single quotes here. If you remove single quote, what is that meaning? Means it is going to look for red property in the component. Which component? We are in app component HTML, right? So that it goes to app component class. Okay, app component class. Okay, it goes to app component class. In app component class, it looks for the property red. Okay, if that's why the property is not available, that's why it is showing some error to me. Okay, so what I can do is go to, yeah, remove this one. I don't want these things. Go to app. I don't want, okay, unnecessary things. Let me close this app component.ts. Let us go there, and then what I can do, some property. What I will do, the property, let me take the property, header property. property is going to be some green. I'm going to provide green. See here, what I want to do is I want to use this property. See the property name I want to take from app component class, and then I want to use, instead of red, I would like to provide it. When you are providing property, make sure that don't provide single quote. Okay, meaning that this is a property. See here guys, here also we are not providing single quote. This is also not providing, this is also not okay, surrounded with single quotes. Okay, see here guys, these are the properties. Okay, so this double quotes is a main thing, so where we can write our code. Inside that, don't provide single quotes. If you are not providing single quotes, means that is a property. If you provide a single quote, means this is a string, that directly this string is going to get assigned to this one. If you don't provide this one, what happens? So this is going to apply. What applied here? So header property, the key. Okay, header property is the key available in the header property. Header property is a property inside the component class. This property contains green color, so I am expecting to apply green color. So this is applied. Green color got applied here. Okay, guys. So okay, that's how it is going to apply. You can apply the styles. Okay, you can apply single this one. So make sure that this is okay. Sometimes even okay, let me come here guys. This is the conditional operator. So this can be called as what? Conditional operator. Okay, so you can apply some kind of okay, conditional operator over here. What is meant by conditional operator, I will tell you. Sometimes, okay, here just I am trying to provide the syntax of conditional operator. Conditional operator. Later, I'm going to use that conditional operator. Okay, so in many places, okay, wherever it is required, we are going to do so many tasks, right? There, I'm going to use conditional operator in our tasks. Okay, let me make it like this. Okay, here what I want to do is color, right? So you can apply here okay, so kind of condition. Yeah, you can provide 1 double equal to 1, true or false, right? So it may be, it's a condition that just I have provided. Okay, here you may take properties and you may check at some conditions. Okay, you may check the properties, or okay, so just condition I'm providing. Okay, colon. Okay, if condition okay is there, then see here guys, question mark, something like red color, else provide green. Meaning that what guys, this is the condition. If this condition is satisfied, it is going to apply red. Okay, this is the condition. If condition satisfied, red is going to apply. If this condition failed, whatever condition we have provided, this condition failed, then it is going to apply green. So here directly we can say that this is the condition true case, so that red is going to get applied. Okay, let me go to here. I'm expecting to have headers in red color. Okay, so we got this red color. Okay, sometimes let us make it false. Okay, what I can do, I want to make it some false condition. 1 double equals to 2. This is a false condition. If this is a false condition, if true, red. If it is false, then green should be applied. If this is false, if it is true, red. Else, this act as a else. Okay, in any programming language, this syntax is almost the same. In Java, C, CPP, or Python, wherever. I don't know whether it is available in the Python or not. So okay, so see, this is semicolon. 1 double equals to 2, right? And then this is what? Semicolon act as okay, so else. This is going to get green color. So I'm expecting header should be in the green color. Yeah, see here guys, header got green color. All right, so how it is happening? Just because of this is the conditional operator. Okay, so we are applying value for the color. You are trying to apply value for the color based on the condition. okay, based on the condition. Just look at it, guys. I'm going to take one example. If age is greater than or yeah, so we have, yeah, age is, if age is, okay, so every record having this one, right? Okay, now yeah, let it be here. Here I'm going to apply red. Okay, let it be, guys, red. Okay, so statically just applying this red color for this tr statically. Now I want to apply some dynamic color to this tr by applying, like, so when you are printing this tr, you have this person name, person age, person qualification, right? I'm going to take person age. If person age is more than 22, okay, let us check the data so that we can have proper condition. What are the values? Age 20 to 26, right? 20 to 26 are there. If greater than 25, will be displaying one color. Less than 25, less than or equal to 25, we have to display in one color. Okay, let us take some kind of these things. Okay, so of course the same thing can be applied later part of the okay, session. In the same session we are going to use it, but let me show you where it can be applied very. So star, okay, sorry, ng, okay, ng uh, classes, sorry, style, ng style, we are not applying class, right? Yeah, just look at it, ng style. Okay, here in the ng style, how can you apply ng style equals to, ng style equals to, okay, I want to apply based on the page, we need to apply the, you know, somebody ping me, open component.ts file to see how you have provided that hard coded color property. Okay, you want to show me hard coded property? Yeah, simply see here, guys, how you have taken normal property, just a simple property, and then you have applied this green, that's it. So this is the property equal to green. Okay, guys, somebody asked me the question, so how we have declared this one? Yeah, so this is how we have declared. Normally how we have declared a property, we have taken a simple string property, so that's it. Okay, so okay, fine. let us go to let us go to the html file. Okay, let us go to the html again. Now I'm not using any properties here. I'm going to use this variable, this you know, template input variable. So this is pr. Here what I will do is color. Yeah, I'm going to apply color for this color. Okay, for this color, what value I want to apply? If age is greater than yeah, see here, guys, age person dot per dot age, see here, guys, p dot age is greater than 25. Okay, what color we would like to provide? Question mark. Question mark means here the question mark indicates what? If condition satisfies, provide which value I would like to provide? Green. Okay, else says what? You know, semicolon, I mean colon says what? This colon says what? Okay, this is going to be something like green. What happened? What's wrong here? Question, flower bracket. Yes, I missed the flower brackets, I really sorry. The JSON. Okay, right, I need to provide this kind of JSON. Okay, let me rewrite this, guys. Okay, I need to apply ng style, right? Ng style means provide just simply like this, and then you need to apply color property. So provide the color key, and then so I need to provide based on the condition you need to provide. So that what I can do, person. Okay, so person, not person, per. So the variable is per, right? Per dot age is greater than 25, then question mark means this one, question mark, it is going to be applied. What color? So you may apply blue. Else, Okay, what value I want to provide? Some color green. Okay, this I would like to provide to differentiate based on the age. You can take the property also. Here I did not provide single quotes here because this represents the property, not the string. See here guys, just simple things I just providing it. Simple things. This is a syntax. So you need to practice such kind of simple expressions, template expressions. Okay, so that the same things are going to be written while you are developing your Angular applications. Okay, these are very common thing providing these conditional operators and all. Okay, let us go to our code. Yeah, so I am looking for the table. Okay, see here guys, which age is greater than 26, they are displayed in blue color. Okay, remaining, okay, so less than or equal to 26 got displayed in green color. Okay, so that is a kind of things you can apply. Not only displaying colors guys, not only displaying the colors, you can apply different types of CSS classes also you can apply. Okay, such kind of things can be applied wherever you want. Okay, this is about ng class. Okay, let me go to the next step. So what we have we came to know how to apply ng style. Let us go to ng class now. Okay, ng class also more or less, okay, the same way we can apply, okay, let us go to, okay, so applying the classes. You don't need to create the classes and all because we have so many classes from the Bootstrap. Okay, what type of classes you want, you can apply them. Okay, you can apply those things. Okay, so you just have to, okay, use the classes from the Bootstrap, or if you want to define your own class, yeah, definitely you can create your own class and you can test them. So now, okay, let me keep this for reference purpose, and then let me remove this ng styles. Let me remove this kind of ng styles. Now I don't want to apply style, I would like to apply okay, classes. Okay, if you want to create your own classes in app component CSS, you can create. Otherwise, the classes already created by the Bootstrap, you can use them. I want to use the classes created by Bootstrap, so I would like to apply them like ng class. Okay, right, so here you can apply multiple classes. Okay, even yeah, you may have a doubt like you can use this class also, right? What is the difference between this and this is dynamic, meaning that inside here you can provide conditional operator and properties also you can provide inside this expression, but which is not possible in class. Okay, so that's why, okay, we prefer, instead of writing attribute class, we are going to use ng class. We do have other approach also. I'm going to show you in the next classes, further classes, how to apply classes in alternative way. Okay, so but this is also one of the famous way. Okay, right now okay, many projects got implemented with this kind of ng classes and ng styles. Okay, so that we need to know this kind of things, ng class. Okay, now whenever you see ng class, okay, here you need to apply the classes. Okay, what I want to do, okay, to apply bg primary. Okay, bg, okay, let's look at it. Primary, you want to provide something like this. Okay, see here guys, bg primary, directly you want to provide. Okay, if you want to apply anything directly, if you want to apply anything directly, okay, so you need to provide single quotes. If you don't provide single quotes, what is that meaning? That is a property, it is looking for the property. Okay, this bg property is coming from where? This bg property is coming from this class. It's not property, sorry, this is the class coming from Bootstrap CSS. Okay, somebody messaged me. Okay, what's the difference between attribute class and normal class? Attribute class, the class itself, attribute class. See, now I'm telling you, okay, let's say this is an attribute, means for this TR, this is an attribute. Okay, this is the attribute class. Okay, for this attribute class, you can apply the class name. Okay, this class name is available in the CSS file, or you are using any framework like Bootstrap, you can use them like this. This is the class we are going to say. This can be called as attribute class. This attribute is available for this TR. Okay, so this is the attribute. Okay, attribute normally whenever I say attribute, so even the attribute is a common vocabulary even when you are writing XML also. When you are applying like XML, like this is the XML, just to refer student XML. So now you can provide something like ID equal to 1. So this can be called as attribute. ID is the attribute. For any tag, whatever information, extra information you are providing with the attributes, okay, this can be called as attributes. Okay, here for the TR, there is attribute called class. Okay, instead of using this attribute class, we are using what? NG class. This is a Angular provided. This is not the attribute of TR. This is Angular code. This can be called as directive. This can be called as directives. Okay, so we are using directives, of course. Okay, this is related to Angular, but this is related to TR attribute. So this can be called as attribute. So for TR, there are so many attributes are there. You can apply, for every tag, so many attributes will be there. See here, there are so many attribute lang on focus. So all these things are, whatever things are there, these can be called as attributes. You can use any attribute, depends upon your requirement. Generally, to apply classes, normally we are going to use attribute class, but now we are not using attribute attribute class related to CR. What I'm using, ng class directive. This can be called as normally directive. Okay, so now for this directive, whenever we are providing bj-primary, this bj-primary is a, okay, it's a string. If you observe carefully, it's not a property. You are providing inside the double quotes, again you are providing single quotes. This is the notation. This notation is very important when you are writing your code. Okay, so if you don't provide the single quotes directly, you have provided anything inside the double quotes. What is that meaning, guys? This is really, okay, this is really related to a property, but we don't have any property with the name bj-primary. So that's why I want to bj-primary. Bj-primary is a class from the Bootstrap CSS. Let us go there, guys. Yeah, TR, for every TR, so we have applied for loop right, ng for right. So in every TR, the background color bg color applied. Okay, this is a class actually. This is the class coming from the Bootstrap. I have applied like this here. Okay, see now along with this, what you can do is bg-primary, and okay, I don't know the colors. Okay, let me go to the I too forgot the class names. Okay, so text, go to bibliography or colors. Let me go to another colors. I would like to provide some colors. Typography, let us go to typography. Colors. Okay, colors. I want to apply the color. Yeah, I would like to apply the color. Color is success. Okay, see here, guys, I would like to apply color. Okay, don't provide a dot. This is a one class and this is the one class. I have provided a space between these two classes, and let us try it out. Okay, so how it is going to display? Yeah, okay, so very odd UI I'm creating. Don't okay, fear about, don't fear by looking this UI, guys. Just randomly I'm applying the colors. Okay, instead what I will do is I'm going to make it light color, bg light color, and then I'm going to make it text hyphen color. Yeah, let's look at it, guys. Light means light color, light background color we got, and then color is going to be this one. So here I have applied the classes. What kind of classes I have applied? Text hyphen success is the class, bg-light is the class, bg-light is the class, ng class equal to double quotes and double quotes. Okay, per.name, per.age, per.qualification, per.gender. These values we are using dynamically the same way. I would like to use this kind of dynamic nature. Using these properties, you can apply the classes also. I'm going to come there. Now let's look at it, guys. You can apply one class, or by providing space, you can apply multiple classes also. So same way, even you have sorry guys. Yeah, you can apply class instead of providing ng. You can apply class single quote output. So the same thing. If you apply here, there is no dynamic nature I am providing. If you want to apply normal approach, you can apply same output. Okay, you may get same output. Yes, the same output is getting. Okay, see, until here there is no difference. You can apply like this, or what you can do. Yeah, let me make it comment. Here itself, I just make it comment. Okay, see here guys, there is no difference until now. So, but this ng class has extra capabilities, guys. ng class has extra capability. Okay, so that is what we need to learn. Until here, the same thing. So you can apply, if you have same kind of, if you need same kind of output, you can use like this class, or you can use like this. But ng class has extra capabilities. I would like to tell you that extra capabilities. Okay, of course, instead of providing like this, you can apply this one also. Okay, and this is most important, and this is where this kind of notation, I seriously like this kind of approach, guys. Okay, before going to this kind of approach, before explaining about this kind of okay, so style, applying style, so the same way I just want to show you, this is very similar to providing like, okay, you can provide, this is array, right? You can provide like this also. So maybe like bg-light, okay, lich light, and then so you may apply any text color, right? Text hyphen okay, success, or whatever color you want, you can apply. Okay, see here guys. Okay, provide the this one. Okay, so bracket, this is one string and this is another string. If you provide a like this is a meaning that the array of strings, you are applying array of strings to this ng class. Okay, this is also not referring the properties. This is referring just array of strings. You are just applying array of strings to ng class. Let's look at it, guys. Oh, something went wrong. Where? Okay, just provide like this. Okay, so what is the notation that we have used? Okay, yeah, just same thing, right? One thing, guys. Okay, sorry, yeah. Now bg light and text color. Let us take text color. Yeah, let us take text color differently. Maybe like warning. Yeah, provide this one. See here, guys, the syntax is a bit important. Yeah, double quotes, within the double quotes, we have provided the array. The same thing, guys. I just showing you alternative approach, which way you would like, which way you you can remember. Okay, so you can use that, which way you like, you can apply that one. See here, guys, the code get warning. This is warning I have provided. The color warning I have provided. Text color, okay, the text color is warning and background color is light. So this is how I have provided this one. So this is also one kind of notation. This is the syntax, how to apply ng class and all. Okay, so now let me Okay, let it be. So another way is, yeah, let's look at it, guys. This is, I mostly use this one. So this is a fantastic approach. Okay, this is going to be, this gives us a flexible approach to provide dynamic kind of things. Let us look at it, guys. What I want to apply, I want to apply, what is that background BG light class I have to apply, and I need to apply text warning, right? See here, guys, the third way what I can do is, so here in the JSON code, I'm going to take the class BG hyphen light is the class, right? And as a value, what I would like to do is, I would like to provide true, meaning that you are applying, if you want to apply this color, if you can provide this color to, you can apply this class to this particular TR. Here just I have provided true. Normally you can provide a expression, guys. Based on that expression, it is going to decide whether this class is going to be applied to this particular TR and all. Okay, so of course we are going to work on this. This is very useful while working with any application. The same way, okay, comma, we can provide the comma, because comma I have taken why, because this is key and value over the second thing, text warning. This particular yeah, you can take double quotes, take it single quotes, because already we have opened double quotes, right? Inside the double quotes, yeah, take it out. Yeah, here you can apply false, meaning that this is not going to apply. So here we are not going to, normally we are not going to provide directly false or true. We are going to write one expression. Based on that expression, it is going to work. Okay, which kind of okay colors, which kind of classes you want to apply, you can apply them. Okay, so let us come to this in the next line so that it will be visible. Yeah, let's look at it, guys. Only BG light, background color is going to be applied. In text color is not going to change. Text color is normal. See here, guys. Okay, now coming back to here, I'm going to make it true. Okay, let me go to the UI. So both classes you can apply. Yeah, let's look at it, guys. The output is displaying. The output is getting displayed with the two classes. One is background light, and then color is this color. Okay, this is going to be the color. Okay, this is BG light, true, and this one. So actually, instead of taking true, okay, let it be true, and for this I would like to apply some kind of expression, the same expression that I have used before. I'm going to take the AHPR. See here, guys, expression I am writing, that's why I did not provide single quotes. PR dot AH is greater than, if greater than 26 or 24. If it is 24, warning color is going to be displayed. Less than, okay, I'm going to take another class. Let's look at it, guys. Text hyphen success or text hyphen danger. Okay, text hyphen danger. Okay, text hyphen danger. Okay, so here the same PR dot H less than or equal to 24. See here, guys, if this is going to give you true, this color is going to apply. If this is true, then it is going to apply this color. Both are not going to, yeah, based on this condition, if one condition is satisfied, other condition is not going to satisfy. That's why among these two classes, only one class is going to get applied. That depends upon your conditions you are taking, guys. Okay, let me show you the output first, and then somebody messaged me. See here, guys, something, yeah, yes, refresh it, I just refreshed it. See here, guys, what happened, this is the red color. Okay, let me change the colors. Instead of taking orange and red, I'm going to take primary one, and this is going to be the info. Okay, see here, guys. Yeah, let us look at it. Okay, primary and info both are okay. Sorry. Again, let us take dark. Dark is black only. Success. Yeah. One is primary, another is success. One is green and then is blue. Yeah. See here, guys. If more than 24, then more than 24, how many records are there? 4 records. They are in blue color. Remaining are in the green color. Okay. So that's how you can provide these things, guys. Okay, you are applying. In previous example, we were applying directly styles. Now you are applying the classes. Okay, so sometimes you need to apply classes. Sometimes you need to apply, you know, uh, uh, you know, what is it? Styles directly. So wherever you want, we need to apply such kind of things. Okay, so somebody messaged us. Okay, try to change column wise color. Okay, every column have one separate color. Yeah, that is also okay. We do have today's class is scheduled to do that. Okay, let's come to that. But here every tr having different color, so that is not good idea basically. Okay, so oh yeah, I will come to that. I will come to that part. So having multiple colors, multicolor tr, I'm going to show you multicolor table. I will come to that, guys. Okay. Now, what are the concepts that we have covered now? Ng style and then Ng class, right? Okay. Okay. So, of course, I would like to show you something like Ng for local variable, local variables, not local variables. You know what is Ng for, and then this is a new concept. Local variables, of course, very simple concepts related to Ng for. Okay, Ng for. Okay, so okay, once after doing this very simple thing, we directly go to the exercises, guys, so that whatever concepts we have understood, we are going to implement the concepts that we have learned into our exercises. Okay, so let us go to the concept. What is that? Variables. I'm going to cover this part later. Why? Because okay, I really don't want to cover this today. I will cover this part tomorrow. Okay, why? Because we need to work with exercises. Okay, yeah, this is also the same thing actually. Okay, so now go to the for loop. Let us go to the for loop. Okay, when you have this, okay, provide it here, and then I want to copy this. I want to copy this here. I would like to copy this. I would like to, yeah, comment it. I just commented all these things, and then I want to provide some kind of loop. Okay, so basic loop. Okay, I want to take a table. Okay, same kind of table you can take. Of course, within the table, I want to take a t head, table head. Within the table head, you can provide a tr for providing headers. Th is going to be so here I'm adding one more thing, guys. Serial number. Okay, see here, serial number. I want to have serial number. Okay, I want to have serial number. Next, name. I want to provide name. Of course, same data I'm going to use. Whatever data we have, person data, right? The same data I'm going to use. The only thing, extra thing I have provided, serial number. But serial number is not available in the JSON. If you go to array of persons, this has no serial number. Okay, serial number is 1, 2, 3, 4, such kind of thing, right? Yeah. Serial number, name, age. I don't want much things. Age, qualification, maybe like qualification. Okay, now T body. Within the T body, okay. yeah, T body, TR, TD. So provide TD. Here actually we need to repeat the TR, right? So I have to repeat the TR. So I want to read the data. So for to repeat the data, everybody knows what is that? Simply star ng for equal to let P of persons. Okay, P of persons. Here what I can do in the TD. Okay, multiple TDs I need to take. What are the things we have to serial number? Serial number is not available, right? Yeah, let it be first. Okay, I just provided nothing here, blank I have provided. So just after I will come to this first TD after finishing this TDs, right? Name is what? Interpolation P dot name, interpolation P, yeah, close this, P dot age. Okay, everybody knows this kind of code already. Okay, P dot qualification. Fine, we have provided these three things, but first one is what? Serial number, right? Where can I get serial number? It's like I, when we are working with loops in Java, int I equal to 0, I plus plus, every time I is going to get incremented, right? Such kind of incremental value I'm looking for. Such kind of value, guys, I'm looking exactly, I need such kind of I value. So by default I value is not available. So to provide I value, what you can do is semicolon. Okay, let I, another variable, let I equal to index. So index is a variable already which is provided, local variable. This can be called as local variable, which is available inside this context. Outside of the context it is not available. So that's why we need to take a variable which is available outside of this context. Context means this expression. Outside of this expression, index is not available. That's why you are assigning index value to I variable. This can be called as local variable for this particular expression, angular expression, template expression, even some kind of angular template expression. You can provide let I equal to index, so that index variable is available to I variable. So you can provide I. Okay, of course this is also a variable, right? Need to use interpolation, provide this. So this is a new thing. This is a variable you are providing, index variable. Let I equal to index. Okay, let us go to the, see here guys, a table has displayed, normal table has displayed 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 7 we have, but I don't want to start with 0. I need to start with 1. Okay, if you start with 1, okay, what you need to do, guys? You need to something like try to provide like this. It is not available here. So that what I need to do, whatever value you are providing I, right, while printing you can apply I plus 1. You can apply I plus 1 here. Okay, you can apply I plus 1. Okay, so of course what kind of code you can write in this interpolation, what kind of code you can write in this explanation, we are okay, that kind of explanation will be happen, okay, latter part of the course very soon, maybe 2 or 3 classes. Okay, in complete documentation also I'm going to provide. So what kind of code can be written in which places, so what kind of different things available, we have some kind of theoretical classes will be there, so that that information is going to helpful for you. What kind of code can be written in which places, what kind of code cannot be written in which places. So such kind of theoretical class I'm going to explain you, okay, in next 2 or 3 sessions. Okay, maybe I'm going to start that kind of session in maybe in 2 or 3 days. Okay, fine guys. Okay, see here, this is index variable, local variable you are assigning to this kind of let I, so that this is a input variable. This is available outside of this context. Okay, so whenever I say I plus 1, you can go to here and then you can see it has started from 1 2 3 4, because Actually it starts from 0 only, but what we are doing, we are incrementing it, that's it. Okay, so we did not apply any table kind of classes. If you want to apply classes, okay, see here guys, you can apply class equal to what, a table. You can apply this kind of table. Okay, instead what you can do, you know what, ng style, right? You can ng class, right? You can apply this kind of class. If you apply like this, you can provide like this. Oh, too many, oh my god. Okay, you can apply like this. You also can apply like this. Of course, statically you are providing means you don't need to provide ng class and all. Statically providing means directly you can provide class equal to table. If there is some dynamic nature, then only apply ng class and all. Just for sake, you can apply like this. Just I want to recall the concept. You can apply what, okay, see, yeah, you can apply even bracket also, you can apply. You can provide this kind of syntax also. However you want, you can apply it. Okay, see this, if you refresh it, it is going to become like a table. Okay, see here what is the it's a big change, right? Normal table and bootstrap css class table. Okay, right, fine. So it has started with this one. Okay, now along with this table, I want to apply one another variable. Okay, so that one another variable is, okay, let e equal to even. Means this even is a local variable. It gives you true or false. What is that meaning means, okay, whatever tr it is executing, first time it is coming, that is even. It starts from 0, right? That is even. Second time comes, it is going to be 1, index 1, that is not even. It is going to give you odd. So even is going to become false. So this even variable contains true or false. If it is even number of record, okay, then it is going to give you true. If it is odd number of record, it is going to give you, okay, it is going to give you, okay, false. Okay, so let's see here guys, this is a number. Actually this is what, this is a kind of boolean variable. So now it gives you true or false. Okay, now what I want to do is, okay, along with this I want to print this value, so that you can print just whether it is true or false. You can provide like this. It is going to give you true or false. Okay, you can provide anything. Just I have provided something, just differentiation here. 1 true. Actually 1 is a even number. It has given true, it has false, true, false, true, false. Okay, if you see here, this is true and false, right? But if you observe carefully, the first one is not even, right? Why it is given true? Actually the first record is not starts with 1. Actually we made it 1. Actually 0 plus 1 we made it. So internally it maintains first record is a 0, so it is going to be, it is true. Okay, that's why it is going to be true. Okay, now what I want to do is here, if this record is true, yeah, all even number of records I would like to display in blue color, primary color. All odd number of records, if all odd number of records should be displayed, okay, should be displayed in red color. Okay, to provide such kind of things, what you can do is, yeah, let us look at it guys. Yeah, I don't want to print this e value, but I'm going to use this e true or false, right? Yeah, I can use it. Okay, so let me come to here. Yeah, let us look at it guys. Here I'm going to apply ng class, where I can apply dynamic things here. I want to apply what, I would like to apply some class. What class? Background color bz primary. bz primary. Okay, so okay, yeah, let us look at it guys. The, this is my favorite approach. Yeah, okay, why? Because here you can have some flexibility to provide any code, any kind of dynamic nature you can apply. See here guys, I have opened JSON. See, if you are confused with the way how I have written, just provide like this and provide the JSON. Okay, open and close. Inside that key and values, what key is the class name? What class? Okay, provide ng, sorry, not ng, what is that, bg color, right? Bg primary, I want to apply this color, whether true or false. If I provide true, always for every record it is going to become true, but for even number I would like to provide. So instead of providing true, I will provide e. So first record it is going to be true, second record is going to be false, third record it is going to be, okay, third record it is going to be okay, so again right, true. So that see here guys, 1 2 3, all this record, first record is blue, second record something like this. Okay, so if it is odd, okay, odd number of record, then I would like to apply red color, so that the same thing I would like to apply here. Yeah, let us see here guys. Here itself you can apply that in two ways. One way is within the JSON, comma, what is another BZ danger is a class. When we have to apply, when it is odd number, when it is even, not even, so you can apply E. See here guys, you can apply not even. If you apply not even, what is that meaning? What is meaning that it is a odd? You can apply like this. Okay, just come to here and check it out. Yes, it has applied like this. I have applied not. Okay, the concept of not I have applied. Otherwise, what I can do is, instead of not, you can take even odd value also. Yeah, odd value, semicolon. What you can do, take semicolon, let another variable. What is the variable? Odd O. You can take any variable O, or this is also, you can take anything, but O equal to odd means these variables are fixed variables. These are the local variables available inside this context of ngFor. So you can apply these values to here. Okay, O equal to odd. Okay, so you can apply if odd equal to true, so not odd, O. So this is, we cannot use this local variable directly. You have to apply local variable to instance variable. This can be called as input variable, template variable. It is going to be provided. If odd equal to true, this is going to be applied. If it is even equal to true, it is going to apply. Only one color is going to be applied. Okay, so see here guys, for one record, one color is going to get applied. See here guys, this is how you can apply. Okay, this is how we can apply. Okay, colors. We can use index, even, odd. Even you have another variables like let first variable. If you want to work with any first, if you want to provide any special logic for first record, yes, you can apply f equal to first, so that this is also going to give you true or false. If the first record, then it contains f contains f contains true. Let, okay, so last record, L equal to last. If it is last record, L is going to be true. Okay, or let middle equal to, other than let and all even number, it's not there. Okay, let it be guys. These are the different variables available. You can use these things guys. Okay, these are the variables you can use. Okay, ngFor contains these are the local variables. Index is one, even, odd, first, last. You can use these kind of variables. Okay, index is an integer number, and even is Boolean variable, odd is a Boolean variable, first and last variables are Boolean variables. So that you can apply all these things. Okay, you can apply, okay, these local variables to this particular these things. See here guys, we are applying dynamically. Okay, we can apply like this. Okay, so now I have another requirement guys. Okay, now that requirement is, let us go to, okay, let us comment this first of all. Okay, before going to the next example, ng class is going to be, ng class can be used for any type of classes guys. User defined classes or bootstrap classes or material classes. There are different types of frameworks are there, like bootstrap,
There is another framework also there, material framework is there. So material framework also provides some classes. So this is not specific to Bootstrap. ng class, ng style. So okay, not specific to any particular frameworks. All right, you can use anything. Nice, yeah. Yeah, so the doubt is, what is the purpose of index? Okay, what is the purpose of I variable in for loop? Okay, int I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 10. Okay, 0 to 10. So what is the purpose of that? The purpose is actually, if it is 0th record, okay, if you know the number of record, you can do something. See here guys, I want to display I plus 1, right? Here just serial number I am displaying. Right now in this example, I'm using index, I'm using this index just to display the serial number. But in the next example, I'm going to use this index for other, for other logic. For, I'm going to use index value for implementing another logics. Okay. So how you want to use that index, that's your wish. So it is going to provide you whatever row it is getting executed, that row associated number is going to provide it for you. The serial number is going to provide it to you, so that if you want to implement anything, you can use it. Of course, we are going to use it in the next example. If I want to use the if I want to use without using even and odd, I can use this I variable, guys. Just I want to show you something. Instead of providing even and all, what I can do is I modulus 2 double equals to 0, meaning that is even number. I can use like this. I modulus 2 double equals to 1 means odd number, so that the same output I can achieve the same output without using even and odd. So of course, this is my logic. How you can use this I variable? You can use it. Okay, so this I variable is going to be useful a lot to implement multiple logics. Okay, for now, what I will do is I'm going to provide what is that? Oh, okay. I'm going to use here even and odd. Okay, in the next I'm going to use the I variable also, guys. Okay, I variable also I'm going to use in the next step. For now, I'm using simply index. You can use this I variable for different logics. Okay, okay, this is something like this. What is the difference between ng class and ng style? You tell me, guys. I don't want to tell this answer. ng class is to apply classes. ng style is to apply styles. Okay, multiple styles can make as a class. Okay, so the same difference. Right now, let us come to here. Okay, let us comment the code. All right, yeah. Now let me show you one kind of content. Okay, see here, guys. Just I'm going to use this content. Of course, this content is, you can get it from okay, anywhere in the Google. Just this is a list group of list. This is the class. This is also coming from Bootstrap CSS only. This is a list group item. This is a item, one item. If it is active, it is going to display some extra activity. Yeah, remove that active. Class is active. This is one, this one. So let's look at it, guys. If you provide like this, yeah, see here how it is getting displayed. So these are the items it is displaying. See here, guys. Okay, these are the Bootstrap speciality. Okay, so classes. Okay, because I use the combination of Bootstrap, combination of classes related to Bootstrap. Okay, go to here. What are the classes I have used? Of course, the container. You know what is container? Container is, few things are going to put into one container. Okay, now this is the main thing, list group. Inside that list group, what is that? List group item. See here, guys, list group item heading, list group item text. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 classes. If you know the 4 classes, if you remember the 4 classes, you can create such kind of beautiful okay, UI can be displayed. Okay, so of course when you click on here, nothing is happening, but okay, you can write later, you can write the code later. If you click on something, you can go to the other page and it can be displayed. Okay, that kind of code can be written later. But now see here guys, to display this kind of UI, okay, so let's look at it. Now I want to display the data, okay, JSON data, I mean array of JSONs are there, right? I would like to display array of JSONs in this. Okay, I want to provide the, okay, what is this? This is something like what, header. Okay, list of what I want to provide, list of persons. I want to provide list of persons, and then each person information I want to display here. Okay, I would like to display each person's information. Okay, so that, okay, this is the, you know, static code, static HTML available here. See here guys, list of code and all. So now every person, for every person, this element is going to be repeated. This element is going to be repeated. One element is related to one person. If you have multiple persons means, multiple, okay, elements needs to be provided. Okay, remove this. Two things I don't want. I want to repeat this multiple times. How many persons are there? That many times I want to repeat. So the same thing, you don't need to, okay, so you don't need to do anything here. Okay, see here guys, let's look at it. So first I would like to change the title, list of talented students. You can say this is the heading I want to provide. Let's see, class equal to what, list hyphen group. Okay, and okay, this is, I don't want to change anything here. Yeah, of course this is a static array, right? For every person I want to provide one thing, so that I need to apply star ng for, you can apply like this. And what I can do guys, let a of persons, you can provide anything here. Just I have taken here a. Now here I want to provide what, a dot string interpolation, a dot name, and then if you want to combine in the same string interpolation, I want to provide see here guys, a dot oh, okay, yeah, let it be. So actually this is going to be something like, you can provide these things, I think so it's not available. Yeah, see here guys, double pipe you can provide, like this, a dot, in the same interpolation you can combine this expression guys, you can do like this. Yeah, here provide double pipe and a dot qualification, see here guys, I want to print like this. Okay, this is going to be the, okay, now I want to provide some kind of a dot string interpolation, a dot what values, so marks concatenate with marks, and a dot age, and all right, provide some, okay, sorry, this is not required. Let it be, we'll see this guys, we'll see. Okay, hyphen and then a dot gender. Yeah, see here guys, I want to provide this kind of information. Let's look at it. So now we can see all the list of people, I can see here guys, list of people. Okay, the list of people, why it is displaying only name one? It is not applied here, right? Is this possible? It is not displayed here. If you apply like this, is it apply? It is not applied. Okay, I will check it out, guys. Okay, now what I want to do, hyphen 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 a dot qualification, and remove this and provide like this. I don't want this pipe symbols. Okay, I have to check the syntax, guys. That is, there is possibility for concatenating some string. You can provide over there. Okay, so I'm removing the concatenation. Okay, I'm removing the concatenation. Yes. Uh, okay, here one bracket is missed. Okay. Okay, let us look at it. Save and then come here. Yeah, let's look at it, guys. See, now it is displaying. It is displaying all the things. See here, guys. List of talented students. Name one, MTech, name MCA, BCA, BTech. All these things are getting displayed over here. Okay, this kind of list items. We are displaying list items with a beautiful approach. But now, while displaying here, list of talented students, I would like to make some colors. What kind of colors? Background color. Yeah, let us try with the background color. Okay, you may apply background color, right? The style, you can apply background color. Class equal to, here, this is dynamically, what is this, guys? This is class, right? Okay, for this, I want to apply BG, maybe like primary. Let us provide primary. How it is going to display? Just save it. Oh my god, BG, right? Okay, I don't want BG or BG light. You can provide BG light. You can apply BG light. Yes, BG light is working, and I want to provide border. Okay, so border, mm, border, BR, B border, B primary, primary. I'm not sure. Okay, let us. Okay, 1 second, guys. Let us check with Bootstrap. Okay, let me start. To provide the thickness for this, what I can do is I can go to Bootstrap CSS and you can provide some extra thickness, guys. Okay, I don't want to apply all these things. I don't want to confuse you. Okay, let it be. Okay, so I have provided, these are the classes, and yeah, very narrow. Okay, okay, borders are there. Okay, we can improve these things later, guys. Okay, UI part, I will be improving these things later. Okay, so see here, guys, only 2 persons having more than 66, name 7 and name 4. That's why they are having border color, okay, in green. Other things are not in green. Okay, so let us stop our recording.